Alright, what the folks? Your boy Mark1205 numbers after the name. A little games beating action over here, man. A little Luigi's Mansion action over here on the Switch. I was in the mood. This was like a couple months ago at this point, man. In the mood to play a little Luigi's Mansion. I don't know why. It's kind of random. It's really not a game I think that much about. I got it on the GameCube when it came out. Launch game. I was in team like this is the worst thing ever. Like a lot of people just treated it like it was like the end all be all, like the worst thing ever made. Like what is this mumbo jumbo? I was pretty cool with it, but I also wouldn't say it's the best game I've ever played, kind of thing. Somewhere in the middle over there, at a more neutral kind of location. But for some reason, I've had a little nostalgia about it lately, and I was like, I'm kind of new to playing it. I might play it. I don't know. And I saw like the Switch one was like on sale. And Switch sales are a little bit unique, right? Like, especially with Nintendo games. Like, you know, like Stardew Valley right now, I know is like $10. You know, I'm recording this video on a Friday. And that's the actual sale, right? It's a good game, good deal, blah, blah, blah. I think Luigi's Mansion was still like 40 or something like that. And I was like, I bet. Like, whatever. But I was in the mood to play it. And I was like, all right, cool. And I gotta say, I made the right purchase. I made the right call. Definitely got my money's worth. It's actually a little bit longer. I mean, the first one isn't that long, but this one's a pretty decent length. I kind of would play just a little bit at night sometimes, and it was a couple weeks till I got through all of it. Now I was going for a lot of the kind of extra stuff, like I was going for a lot of money. I forget like what kind of like they rated me at the end or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, I was trying to look for like the secrets, look for like the gems and stuff like that. So it wasn't just like a straight clean kind of playthrough. But there's just something intrinsically satisfying about the gameplay. There's something intrinsically satisfying about Luigi's existence, just in general, and just how dead he is as a goo version of Luigi. And there's something just like intrinsic about intrinsically fun about just the kind of like sucking mechanic on the vacuum and stuff like that. So I had a blast like playing Luigi's Mansion 3. I will say this: if you didn't like the first one, I wouldn't say this changes much of it. It definitely makes it like, you know, it's a longer version, there's different mechanics, it's definitely more thought out about it. But it's not like, oh, like I thought the first one was crap, well I think this one's better. I don't. Ultimately it still is more like Luigi's Mansion. Like you're not like not playing Luigi's Mansion. But it does it in a very, very nice way. Obviously graphically it's still pretty good, even though the first one holds up graphically too very well. So that wasn't really that much of an issue with it. But if you're in the mood for some Luigi's Mansion, I would definitely recommend this. I haven't played the DS one. That's kind of the one that's still like a little bit missing over here. A lot of cool different mechanics over here. You know, it wasn't that hard. I did die a couple times, but you could buy like extra lives and stuff like that kind of thing. So overall, the challenge was fair, but you know, definitely on the easier side of things. The story is whatever. It's not really, I don't know, it's like any other Mario story, right? We're not really here necessarily for that, but there is a story. People do things and say stuff and stuff happens. So overall, man, if you're into Luigi's Mansion, if you want to get yourself a new Luigi's Mansion, if you want to play it on the Switch, and since we know we'll never play any N64 GameCube games on the Switch because like Nintendo might like kill us or something like that, then this would be the right way and the best way to go over here. You're basically working yourself through a hotel. And that's why I kind of left it over here. Each floor kind of has its own theme. Each floor is kind of its own world. So it adds a little bit of freshness with like kind of still the same formula. So it's a good balance.